Hi everybody, my name is Patty. Um, I was asked to maybe share my journey over the last few months, and Rich got an earful. So I'm going to try my best to be real and tell you how I've been going through this whole thing. Um, I'll go back as far as when we were at church, and it seemed a little amusing because we went from handshaking to fist pumps, and then touching elbows, and finally just bumping feet and staying away from people at a distance. And then we started to hear a lot of things on the news about people getting sick, and the words pandemic were coming out, and it just became really, really frightening to me. And we were told to stay home, and that really kind of got to me as well. Washing hands vigorously, and getting one of the doctors to show us exactly how we needed to wash our hands for 20 seconds. And I practiced that at home, and I just couldn't even believe all the different ways and angles we could wash our hands. And then wearing a mask, and I had never worn a mask before, so that was kind of freaky. So Dave and I went shopping at Costco, and we were very stressed because we needed a few things, and people were wearing masks, and everybody seemed to be bumping buggies, and we just happened to run into Randy and the family, and we felt completely embarrassed and humiliated for the way we were in a panic. But that's because we hadn't been shopping for 3 weeks, and this was our first outing, and it was a little bit scary. So the fear of the whole thing started setting in, and we realized that we were sort of in the senior category, where they were talking about us and having compromised health issues. And I realized that Dave only had 65% breathing capacity with one lung missing, and so that terrified both of us, because, especially me, because I was afraid of bringing the virus home. I have a mom in Smithers, and she is in a home of it's all locked down, and so I have to visit her on FaceTime, so at least I get to see her face and see how sad she is, and bored, because there's not anything really she can do. They have to pretty well stay in their rooms, and that really upset me a lot. And not even to be able to see friends and family around here and give my grandkids hugs and stuff, that felt like I became angry at that point, and realized that this COVID-19 is a thief. It was taking the life I knew, and my family and friends and activities that I enjoyed doing. It was taking it all away from me. Just staying home, I was getting bored. The most exciting thing that was happening here was talking about what we were going to have for supper. And that's kind of silly, isn't it, to be thinking about the highlight of our day is going to be supper. So probably when this is all over, we'll all have to go on a diet. Exciting parts of the day. I had to cry a few times because it was just so invasive for me, and this world, the pain this whole world was going through. And then I realized that anger, fear and anger were not from God. And I had to accept a new way of life, new rules, had to think of innovative ways to work around the problems, had to change my attitude and start thinking of what I could do, finding different things to do. Luckily, it was spring, and so I got to enjoy my gardening. I love gardening, and I would spend hours outside just looking and taking pictures of my flowers. First the daffodils, and then the tulips, and beautiful flowers I had this year, and working in the yard and doing projects that we needed to do. I could pray for people. I had a lot more time to do that, and family. I started to find verses to encourage myself. One of them was, I found in Psalms, I trust in you, O Lord, you are my God. And that's a big word, is trust, because we before this happened, we all thought we trusted God, but maybe we had to dig a lot deeper and really start learning to trust, since we're going through such a terrible thing. My times are in your hands. And I thought, yeah, that's true. Okay, I can relax and realize that if I'm doing due diligence, that my times are in your hand, Lord, and you'll keep me forever, however long I am to be living on this earth. The Lord blesses his people with peace, so I could start feeling the peace and relaxing, find joy in God's creations, and I certainly was doing that. Listening to the birds and how you look after the birds, going for walks, praising God and thanking him for our many blessings. Talk to God about all these circumstances we find ourselves in, reminding ourselves that we are children of God and he loves us, so we can love others and help each other. That's another way we can serve, is to be able to help each other. Trust God that he is in control of this situation, in this pandemic. As I'm doing all these things, riding my bike and phoning people, I like to visualize our church family and where everybody sits, and I can see all your faces. I miss everybody. I'm hoping you're growing in experiences in your faith as well, as we journey through this together. And a new verse that I found that I'd never seen before was, let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. And the Lord is near. Thank you, Lord.